Britain's longest reigning monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, died earlier today at Balmoral Castle for residents in Scotland. Thousands gathered outside of Buckingham Palace to pay their respects and remember the life and legacy of their beloved queen. Britain's new Prime Minister, Liz Truss, described her as the rock on which the modern Britain was built. The Queen's son, Charles, now becomes king. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
I'm Leslie Foster, and earlier today, remember, the Queen was put under what they said medical supervision as her doctors were concerned for Her Majesty's health. All senior members of the royal family traveled to be by her side. And Ian Lee looks back at her life.
Even into her 90s, Queen Elizabeth II kept up her royal duties. She became the longest reigning monarch in British history in 2015.
Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception.
At 25 years old, Elizabeth became queen. Millions watched the first ever televised crowning of a British monarch. Queen Elizabeth worked with more than a dozen British prime ministers, beginning with Winston Churchill, and was head of state in 15 other Commonwealth countries. A series of royal dramas marked her reign. Her son Andrew's high-profile marriage to Sarah Ferguson failed. And in 1992, her oldest son, Charles, separated from Princess Diana. That same year, the Queen watched part of Windsor Castle go up in flames, destroying millions in art and furniture.
1992 is not a year on which I shall look back with undiluted pleasure.
In 1997, a car crash in Paris killed Princess Diana, stunning the world. Many criticized the Queen for not showing emotion. More than a decade later, the Queen celebrated a royal wedding as her grandson, Prince William, married Kate Middleton. The couple gave the Queen 3 heirs to the throne. The Queen watched another tiny royal join the family after her youngest grandson, Prince Harry, married Meghan Markle. Just a few years later, the Queen lost her husband of 73 years. She called the death of Prince Philip a huge void in her life, but she carried on. And at 96 years old, celebrated her Platinum Jubilee. The week of fanfare and festivities marked the Queen's 70 years on the British throne. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
And we want to share a moment with you because right now, down the street from us, the Washington National Cathedral has just begun to toll its bell 96 times in honor of the late Queen. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, pretty evident there. Love for the Queen expanded beyond her country's borders. Right here in D.C., the national flag of the United Kingdom has been lowered to have staff at the British Embassy to honor the Queen. Now, this is right off Massachusetts Avenue in Northwest D.C.
That's where we find our Nathan Baca. And Nathan, you're hearing a special guest is set to arrive there. Do we know who?
We do not know who yet. However, Secret Service has cleared this area off. This is the corner of Massachusetts and Observatory Circle. Again, they have cleared out this area. The public is still allowed to come and pay their respects by laying flowers right there on that corner. Some may remember that there is a Union Jack, a British flag that is in stone on that corner. We will, of course, update you when we know who this special guest is. Now, again, throughout the entire day, we've seen dozens of people come pay their respects by laying flowers down. We have seen people of all ages, all creeds, come to pay their respects to Queen Elizabeth II, including a father who brought his 3-year-old daughter to witness history.
You know, it connects her to history, connects her to just a great, woman leader of our time. And, I think she's very privileged to have been over to England while, Queen Elizabeth, was during her reign. And it's just, I don't know, she's a great example, I think, for, so many people in the world today. And
now, we do not know right now who the special guest that the Secret Service is expecting to come, but we will, of course, update. Now, we've actually seen that the love for the Queen was not universal. We did see a person come in and write in chalk on the sidewalk, Tuc Arla, which is Irish Gaelic for "Our time will come," a motto of the Irish Republican Army. Reporting live from the British Embassy on Massachusetts Circle, Massachusetts Avenue. Nathan Baca, WUSA 9.